Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope I'm audible and visible. So yes, those who are new or who are watching for the very first time, this is the series we have started for UGC Net JRF, and we are solving daily PYQs from 2012 till date 7th January 2025, and we are solving daily. So those who don't know me, I am Pooja Singh. I have qualified my UGC NET in 2024. I have been taking classes for a long. I have taught in college also, I have taught in schools also, and yeah, I have pretty much knowledge about how you can, what you have to study, what exactly you have to study, not the questions but exactly what patterns repeat and how you can answer the questions in examination without being pareshan. Okay, so yes, if you haven't seen the PYQ of 2012 June, kindly first complete that, and I have created a playlist for both June and for December also. So when you follow the playlist and add in a queue, so you will be understanding the pattern, what are the June pattern, what are the December pattern, and how it can affect and how the question pattern changes, the questions themes, what all themes are repeated, what all our novelists are repeated. Okay, so let's get started. So today we are solving June 2014 question. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's get started. These are, earlier it was like only paper 2 consists of 50 question and then paper 3 consists of 75 questions. So here we are, let's get started. After that we have to solve 100 questions in one go. So today we will be solving 50 questions, and after that the one who are of 100 question will be solving 100 questions. Okay, so the just man justices, what kind of foregrounding? Okay, let me first continue scroll, and where is my pen? Okay, so yes, the just man justices, what kind of foregrounding do you find in the above lines? So these are the 15 types. What are the 15 types? When I say 15 types, it means that there will be always 10 to 15 questions which will be having nothing related with your syllabus, nothing related with your hard work, because these are the questions that you will find. आप कितना भी मेहनत कर लो, आप कितना भी कुछ कर लो, बट एट दी एंड ये ऐसा क्वेश्चंस रहेगा जिसमें आपको बहुत ज़्यादा नॉलेज नहीं रहेगा, या फिर दैट विल बी आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स. Like you have read 5,000 questions, 5,000 PYQs, 5,000 writers and novelists, but at the end you end up with this question and you haven't read. Everybody must have know semantics and color question, but syntactic nobody knows. There might be some exceptions of course, but as of now these are 15 types. Okay, so the first answer is syntactic. This is the example. Okay, question number 2, again I will say these are 15 types, and it's very confusing if you don't know anything. Even if you know one thing, let's see again UGC net playing here 2 3 4 3. Even if you know the right one answer, you won't be able to make it right. So this is the type of the question that you need to remember, either by you learn 100 times, 20 times, or you make a, I have to revise these all things. Why? Because it has already come in the examination. So what its answer is? Lambic. What is lambic? Lambic is an unstressed syllable is followed by a stressed syllable, and in this question you cannot guess, because each and everything is started with unstressed, stressed, unstressed, stressed. So for this you need a in-depth study. Okay, so its first, lambic is an unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable. Then anapastics is opposite of it, or same I guess, and unstretched is by a stretched syllable. I guess these is same. Unstretched and syllable is followed by a stretched syllable. It looks same for me, I don't know. Then of 3, it is a stressed is followed by 2, and then the rest is the same. So its answer is second. This is also 15 types question, so you don't have to panic for this. Answer is D. Then let me zoom in a bit. Hello. How are you all? How is your preparation going on? If anybody is watching, do let me know. How is your preparation going on? Have you started your preparation? Okay. Those who are watching in recorded session, please do let me know whether this series of PYQ is helping you out or not. Okay. Okay, let's get started. So the separation of styles in accordance with class appears more consistently in dash than in the medieval works of literature and art. Options are Ben Jonson, Shakespeare, Philip Sidney, and Edmund Spenser. So this answer is Shakespeare, because none other than him, he has classified his class consistently in a very well, that he has explained the royal themes also, he has took the commoners themes also, he has taken love also, he has taken timeless beauty also. So what not, you name it, and Shakespeare has already written about it. So yeah, he take all things in that. Now, had we but world enough and time, this coyness lady were no crime. This statement is an example of irony, paradox, hyperbole, euphuism. So this is an example of irony because I know it. Because it is something that speaker is saying something different. He's saying that world is not enough. We are lacking the time. But what is the thing that our love should be going on, and shyness should not be there in our relationship. It is not a crime, we are doing it. So that's why he's saying, he meant to say something different, but he is saying that. Now this question number, a Spencerian stanza has. Now this is the question, this is the type of question that either you know it or you don't know it. So its answer is 8 iambic pentameters. Do learn it, because a lot of time this has been asked. Okay. Question number 6. Match the items with the list 1 with the 2. Critic and theory. Again, very important for literary criticism point of view. Okay. Then Cleaneth Brooks. Question number 6. I think it's visible. Yes. Cleaneth Brooks have given the concept of paradox. William Empson, it's by ambiguity. What is ambiguity? Mark Scorer is written techniques as discovery. I was just knowing these two, Cleaneth Brooks paradox and William Empson ambiguity. I was not knowing about these two, but I am just guessing. Maud Botkin, the archetypal patterns in society. So how you have to question with that? So I can see one answer is 2, yes, and it also given in option D. Okay, then again William Empson, I know this answer will be ambiguity. Then again 2 follows 1 here, and here I can see no one is given, so I am left with this correct answer, and this is how you have to solve in your examination. Okay, question number 7. The artist may be present in his work like a god in creation, invisible and almighty, everywhere felt but nowhere seen. Henry James is talking here about the artist. So here Henry James is talking that the artist may be present in his work like God in creation. He is working as same as like God while creating the world. Invisible and almighty, everywhere, he's everywhere felt but nowhere seen, and that is the beauty of an artist. So what he's talking about, his impersonality, his absence, his presence, his creativity. So it's talking about his impersonality. Okay, now question number 8. Theorist and book. First we'll look at the theorist. Michael Foucault, Judith Butler, Alan Seinfeld, Eve Kosquetzi, Sedgwick. So I know about Michael Foucault, Judith Butler, Alan Seinfeld, and I don't know about this Sedgwick. I know gender trouble, epistemology of the closet, history, sexuality, cultural politics, and queer theory. I was not knowing the name, but I know the works. So let's discuss how we can. Are you understanding? See, whenever you have any doubt, please do ask me in the comment section, because I just keep on explaining things you people don't ask. So if you have any problem, do let me know in the comment section, so that it will be two-way communication, and that is also an important section from paper 1. Okay, now theorist and book. Michael Foucault. Question number 8. Michael Foucault is the history of sexuality. Judith Butler is related with gender trouble, that comes in feminism. Alan Seinfeld is the epistemology of closet, and Eve Kowalski Sedgwick is related with the cultural politics and queer theory. This gives me the right answer of B. Now question number 9. So the greatness of a poet, Arnold says, lies in his powerful and beautiful application of ideas to life. But a critic pointed out it was not a happy way of putting it, as if ideas were a lotion for the inflamed skin of suffering humanity. Who was the critic? Can you see how beautifully he has put his word, that the greatness of a poet lies in his powerful and beautiful applications of ideas to life. But then a critic pointed out it was that not a happy way of putting it. Why? Because if ideas were a lotion, if your idea is the lotion for the inflamed skin of suffering humanity, so it's like you are already suffering a lot inside and outside from your everywhere, and still you are inflaming it with the lotion. It will not cure, but it will harm more. So it was given by none other than T.S. Eliot. Again, since 2012 till 2014, T.S. Eliot has been repeated 6 times. Question number 10. Derrida's American disciples were Geoffrey Hartman, Paul Deman, J. Hills Miller. Yes, it's correct. So Derrida's American disciples were Geoffrey Hartman, Paul Deman, and G. Hills Miller. Now let's go with the question number 11. Identify the correct group of playhouse in late 16th century London from the following groups. Curtain. So these are the playhouses where play was being performed, that too in late 16th century, and where? In London. So please make a note of it and write the correct sequence of it. Okay, this is question number 11. Its answer is A. So if I am telling you verbally, please write it down. The playhouses, there are 7 playhouses were built in London, that too in 16th century. Please note it down. The very first one is Red Lion, that is in 1567. Then the Theatre, that is in 1576. Then the Curtain, 1577, which you can see here. Then the Rose, 1587. Then the Swan, 1595. Then the Globe, 1599. And then the last one is Hope or the Fortune is 1600. So yeah, it's important from the point of view of your UGC NET examination. Question number 12. Keep up your bright swords. Keep up your bright swords, for the dew will rust them. Good Signor, you shall more command with ears than with your weapons. The above lines are addressed by Othello to whom? Rodrigo, an officer, Barbancio or Rodrigo and officer, the Duke and the senators, and Montana and Cassio. Very interesting work by Shakespeare. You should definitely read it. It's very interesting one. Here Othello is saying with Barbancio, Rodrigo and the officers. Question number 13. Act 5 of Marlowe's Edward II shows the murder of the king. Where does it take place? So now here it is asking in-depth question. So yes, you have to see Marlowe is very important and you cannot miss his work, and that it shows that yes, you have to have a deep knowledge of Marlowe's in-depth work. So where does it play? So without knowing this plot of the story, you won't be able to answer it. So let's go for the options. Westminster, a room in the palace, a room in Berkeley Castle, a room in Killingworth Castle, within the Abbey of the Neath. So it's the answer, a room in Berkeley Castle. Now again, the correctly matched set, you have to find out what is the correctly match. If you know any of it, yes, I know Astrophel and Stella is 1591. Let me check in all. 1591, no, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. So even if you know the one correct answer, you will be able to make it correct. I was just knowing this one and I also knew Tottle's Miscellany. So yeah, the Shepherd's Calendar was published in 1579, Tottle's Miscellany 1557, Astrophel and Stella 1591, and the Spanish tragedy about that is in 1585. So we are left with the right answer. Again, so many match of the following. Authors and the work. I just know about him, John Bunyan and John Evelyn. So John Bunyan, The Life and the Death of Bad Men. 2 first. Wow, luckily I got the answer in the very first go. Yes, it's C. Why? John Bunyan, Life of Death, and here 2 is only correct with 1. Then Lucy Hudson, It is of memories of colonial life of Hudson. You can make it from here also. I did not see. Hudson. Wow, nice. This is the trick. The people who are talking about trick, these are the tricks. See the match the following words. If any word matches, you can make it. Badman, I was the life and death of Mr. Badman. I like, he has written Pilgrim Progress, and there was a Christian and he used to write about these all things. So yeah, it can be one of answers, right? Then John Evelyn, it's Sylvia or a discourse of forestry. Then Margaret Cabochon, it's with nature's pictures. Now these are the combination which you have to read and understand. That's all. So, but deeds and languages such as a men do use, and persons and such as comedy would choose, when she would show an image of the time and spot with human follies and not with crime. So, but deed and languages such as men do use, and persons such as comedy would choose, when she would show an image time spots with human follies, not with crime. So in the above line, Johnson's, what does he do? Opposes the artificiality of the romantic tragic comedy, initiate the use of realism, considers analysis of moral shortcomings more important, and encourages the use of force with melodrama. So now you have to find which are the correct option. So yeah, it opposes the artificiality of romantic tragic comedy, initiate the use of realism, and consider the analysis of moral shortcomings, because he was not like that. So 1, 2 and 3 is the correct answer. Question number 17. And if no piece of chronicle we prove, will build in dash pretty rooms. It's sonnets. Okay. Question number 18. Again, Paradise Lost, John Milton. So whenever the work is repeated, it is a direct signal from UGC net that yes, these are the important ones and you have to read this one. You cannot leave this one. Some or other works will come, or some or other question or themes, anything will come. That glory never shall his wrath or might extort from me. That is from Paradise Lost, book number 1. What glory is being referred to by Satan? So the courage never to submit or yield, the reign in hell, to defeat all, to spread evil. So it is the courage never to submit or yield. So this work is literally very close to my heart. Why? Because I have made my dissertation on the same topic, that the relevance of John Milton and his existence in the 21st century with the reference to Paradise Lost. And what I believe, that whatever he has written back then date is still being followed by each and every, be it of study, be of poetry, be of study, be of everything. He has written all the works of it, short poems, short stories. But yeah, these are all still relevant. No studies, no nothing, no grammar. What we do about learning the grammar? But if we'll use the speaking language since our childhood, we will be able to speak well. But no, but in our curriculum it has been mentioned that okay, we have to read the grammar, basic things. No, let that child use that way. If I'll make you learn 1,000 of books of grammar, that please don't go school and read this 1,000 of grammar books, and I'll send another child to London or Paris and I'll say be with the people and start talking to them and start practicing that language after having some basic knowledge. Who will be better in speaking and understanding the text or speaking? Obviously the one who has went to the UK and London and he or she has been used, because that practicing will make him or her improve, not reading it. So that would paradise, that is of all about of study and of grammar and of that education. In paradise lot, what happens that glory never shall his wrath or might extort from me. So in here Saturn is such, means everybody's many more critic has said that John Milton has, has shared his hand with Saturn and he made Saturn his hero. Why? Because when you will see from Saturn perspective, no, he is the one that he was from, was that he could not share his appreciation to the other. When the son of God was there, the god used to favorite him there because he was the son of God, and he then followed everything about that. I will not go in deep into it because I'll keep talking about John Milton and Paradise Lost. So it's very interesting. Please, you should read all summary of its book. Now question number 19. It has been described as a novel without predecessors, the product of original mind, and became immediately popular. Okay, it is a peculiar blend of pathos and humor, though the pathos is sometimes overdone to point of becoming offensively sentimental. Now, can you see? It is also a type of question that UGC gives, that I'll give you a brief description about it and then you have to follow. So the novel was published in 1760. What is the novel name of the novel? Gulliver's Travel, The Castle of Otranto, Tristram Shandy, and A Tender Husband. So it's a Tristram Shandy, and it is very 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 interesting. It is a British novelist by Stern Lawrence. It is written by, it has the first 2 volumes was, means it was, that book achieved fame in his early times and it was so famous at that time. Okay, so yeah, very important work. Question number 20. The son of a joiner. Now the son of a joiner, he was apprenticed as a printer. He remained a printer throughout his life. He was asked to prepare a series of modern letters for those who could not write for themselves. This humble task taught him the art of expressing himself in letters. Who is the novelist? Please comment if you know the answer, this one. If you are a literature student, I mean if you have doing or you have done your graduation or masters in this subject, English literature, you should be knowing this one. This is very, what we say, this is a must know question. Please comment if anybody is knowing or not knowing. Please do let me know. Nobody is replying. Why so? Okay, so the answer is Samuel Richardson. Okay, then question number 21. Where ignorance is bliss, 'tis folly to be wise. Who wrote this following poem? So it is written by Thomas Gray. Again, those who are following me, following the live session of PYQ, Thomas Gray has been asked like 4th time. So yeah, he is very important and you should not miss his work. Question number 22. Which of the following works is not actual a prose essay? Not. Okay. Prose is like something which is not a poetry, that is called a prose. Essay or dramatic poesy, essay on man, an essay concerning human understanding, and an essay towards a new theory of vision. So its answer will be it's essay on man. Okay. Question number 23. 3. Whom does Mirabelle deceive into believing that he loves her in the way of world? So this is a character from the way of the world, and you have to tell who has been deceived in following the love that he is being there. So it was Lady Wishfort. So for these type of question, you need to read the way of the world summary, and then you will be able to answer it. And it's very interesting story. I must tell you to read this one. Then competence to age is supplementary to youth. A sorry supplement needed, indeed. But I fear the best that is to be had. We must ride where we formerly walked. Leave better and be softer shall be wise to do so. Then we had means to go do in the good old you speak of. So now who speaks these words and to whom? So yeah, it is again 15 types. Nobody know until unless it's very famous one. So its answer is Lamb to Bridget. Question number 25. The prelude, although began as early as 1799 and finished it in its first version of 1805, was not published until it's 1850. So prelude is very famous, and you have to, and you cannot miss reading prelude, because you know the very first thing is it's the finest work of Wordsworth, great creative period, and it has been asked like thousands of times. So yeah, this is one of the great reason. A rosy century will I dress with the red trellis of a working brain. The above lines are quoted from Adonis's Ode to Psyche, Eve of St. Ange's Endymion. It is from Ode to Psyche. Then again, and these all poems are very important. If you are not going through these all poems, it's very important. Its poet name, its underlying themes, when it was written, whom it is written by, and what are the underlying themes of it. Okay. Question number 27. Love seeketh only self to please, to bind other to its delight. This selfish and possessive nature, love is illustrated in Blake. So now it is a definition of love given by William Blake, that love seeketh only self to please, okay, to bind another to its delight. This selfish and possessive nature, love is illustrated in the Blakes. The clod and the pebble, the sick rose, a poison tree, and a sunflower. It's in the clod and the pebble. Now question number 28. Who is the author of Mary and the Unfinished, the Wrongs of Woman? Mary Wollstonecraft, William Godwin, Harry Hay, Elizabeth Inchbald. Its answer is Mary Wollstone. Do you know about Mary Wollstonecraft? Anybody? She was a famous writer from feminist group, and you won't believe, you know, everyone, be it a famous person or a normal person, okay, be it a famous person or a normal person, when there is a lot of heaviness on your mind, everybody want to escape from the reality, because you know nobody wants to stay or stuck in that same place for long. And the story of Mary Wollstonecraft is that her father was very abusive, and she was born and brought up by an abusive father. So her escaping was, and that how to, you know, get through out of your feelings. So she chose to write and gave her life to writing, and that is why she dedicated her life to writing. And then that's where she has written "Marry the Wrongs of Women" and a lot of credit in the feminist group. Question number 29. Identify the incorrect factor in Henry James' theory of the novel. It should be sentimental, it should be objective, it should be realistic, it should be viewed as an artistic form. So its answer, it should be sentimental. Question number 30. Again, novels and characters. You should be knowing about it because it's very important. I have read all the novels but I only know some of the characters because I did not get into depth, and I need to revise it again. So Ulysses, A Passage to India, To the Lighthouse, and Women in Love. So yeah, A Passage to India, Mrs. Moore, 2-1. Again we are get with the two options. To the Lighthouse, that's Lily Briscoe, 3-4. Question number 30. So yeah, its correct answer is B. Ulysses will be Molly Bloom. Now I'm remembering the name. And for Women in Love is Gerald Critch. Okay. Very important works. Please read the summary of it. It's very important. Okay. Yeah, Shelley, mother-in-law. I know. She died very tragically. When I read the stories of, whenever I am explaining something, or if you have any in your thoughts or your views, just write it down so that will having a two-way communication, and you will be able to ask or will just talk. So it will be a healthy conversation. And yes, communication is an important topic in paper 1, so kindly do not miss it. This has been repeated thousands of times. I have seen this means after 2015, 2016, 17, this work has been asked many times. So yes, which among the following novels was not written in 1922? And I don't know why they are asking just about 1922. So A Passage to India is not written in 1922. It was written in 1924 by E.M. Foster, and the story revolves around this, and it's all about the backdrop of the movement. Yes. Now again, above lines. So yes, you should be a habit of whenever you are feeling bored, you just go through the poems. Everything is available on Wikipedia. A sudden blow, the great wings still beating above the staggering girl, her thighs caressed by the dark webs, her nap caught in his bills. He holds her hapless breast upon his breast. Who is the author of the above lines? So who is the author of the above lines? It's W.B. Yeats. Okay. Consume my heart away, sick with desire, and fastened to a dying animal. The lines are taken from, it's Flex Randall, Sailing to Byzantium, Cooley and the Ballad, 1931, and The Second Coming. It's all about sailing to Byzantium. There is a story about it is a poem, and it is a story. It tells about the story that how you are aging and how everything is falling down and how you are aging with all the things like that. Okay. Then who among the following is not a surrealist poet? Hugh Skydykes, David Gascoigne, Kenneth Eliot, C.D. Lewis. It's C.D. Lewis. So surrealism is just all about that, by which means you are getting freedom from the shackles of reality. You don't want to deal with the reality, and that's how surrealism took place. And these people, these three, Hugh and David and Kenneth, were the part of it, and C.D. Lewis was not. The protagonist returns with an admonition: the diamond sent to him for smuggling out of a packet diamonds as a bribe. So this scene occurs in one of the novels of Graham Greene. Again, very important novelist. Identify the novel, and these are the important ones. The End of the Affair, The Heart of the Matter, The Ministry of Fear, or Our Men in Havana. So it's The Heart of the Matter because it is written by the Graham Greene. Okay. Now, question number 36. Again, those who are solving with me, Samuel Beckett's, again, he is being asked like since 2012 till 2015. Sorry, it's 2014. So 12, 13 and 14. Continuously, consecutively, like 6 times. So Samuel Beckett's trilogy published together in London 1959 under the English title says More Pricks Than Kicks, Murphy Molly, B. Molly Malone Dies, The Unnameable, Molly Murphy Malone Dies, The Unnameable, More Pricks Than Cricks, Murphy. So it is, the correct answer is B. Molly Malone Dies and The Unnameable. Who among the following playwrights who was awarded the Pulitzer Prize in 1920? Eugene O'Neill, Cezanne Ocasio, William Somerset Maugham, or in short W.S. Maugham, J.B. Priestley. So the correct answer is Eugene O'Neill. Okay, so please note down the works I have written. The very first time he was awarded with the prize is 1920 prize for the Beyond the Horizon. It may ask that which of the work he has got his first Nobel Prize, Pulitzer Prize for. So the very first prize is for Beyond the Horizon, that was in 1920. Then the second one is in 1922, that's Anna Christie. Then third one is for the theater Strange Interlude, and the fourth one for his Long Day's Journey into Night. So these are the works which is very important, and you should write this down, because while solving we think that okay, we'll write or we'll remember, but it does not happen with that. Okay, then question number 38. D.H. Lawrence popularized the concept of dash in his novels: realism, naturalism, primitivism, and expressionism. 38, it's C, privatism. So what is privatism? Yeah, no, it's not realism. Venkat, it's not realism, it's privatism. D.H. Lawrence popularized the concept of primitivism in his novels. How primitive your theories are, how primitive your mood is, how you can work upon these all things. Okay, so these are the works. Question number 39. Who among the following is not an American modernist poet? So William Carlos Williams, Ezra Pound, William Ellery Channing the Younger, and Marina Moore. So again you have to focus on this not. Who among the following is not an American modernist poet? Who is not? So it's William Ellery Channing the Younger, because William Carlos, Ezra Pound everybody know, and Mariana Moore, but I haven't heard his name. Okay, question number 40. An important poet. So what I felt this June 2014 is all about the brief descriptions. So every time they are following a pattern. Either it is a deep description type, like they'll describe something and they'll ask that which poet, which novelist, which poem, like that. Then it is sometimes it is like all about chronological, like I'm seeing this wave like since 2018-19. So these are the waves since chronological, everything is chronological. So yes, so again, an important poet and playwright who in 1960s led the Black Arts movement. Very important. Spirit of negritude poised a black aesthetic that expressed pan-African organic and whole sensibility. Henry Louis Gates Junior, Emery Bararka, Ishmael Reed, and Bell Hooks. It's Emery Bararka. Very good, Venkat. I think you are solving papers at home, and this is very good. You should remember it. Yeah, of course, in examination, if you don't remember it, you won't be able to answer it. So here again, authors and book. Yes, V.S. Naipaul, Jean Reyes, Marina Warner, J.M. Coetzee. So I know V.S. Naipaul, I know Jean Reyes, I don't know Marina Warner, I know J.M. Coetzee. So yes, what will be the answer? Jean Reyes, White Segura, C. J.M. Coetzee. Jean Reyes is White Segura, C. So I am watching this one. Third one is Marina Warner's, I don't know. Fourth one is G.M. Coetzee 4. So it left with Marina Koza, that's Indigo the Mapping Waters. So yeah, the correct answer is C. And again, the UGC is playing with a C, 1 4 4 4. When these types of options are available, it gets very confusing. When we were solving like questions of 2012, it was very easy. It was like 1 2 3 4. Even if you are knowing one answer or two answer correctly, you are good to go. Yasmin's good narrates the pleasure of conquest, termed as a post-colonial novel of the 90s, is ironically enough set in the tropical nation of. So ironically, it's saying ironically, you should focus on that. And the nation is Sri Lanka, Fiji, the Caribbean, and Amnesia. So its answer is Amnesia. Okay. Question number 43. Which of the following is not Asian Canadian writer? Again, 15 types question. 15 types are those questions which comes in like they will be having no clue of that. You won't be able to know where from it is coming. You just have to believe that okay, these are the question and I have to solve it, whether from pre-existing knowledge or from my common sense. So yeah, Shauna Singh Baldwin, Himani Banerjee, Asian, not. So it belongs to Asian, I guess. Baldwin also Asian. Meena Alexander, I don't know. Joy Kojwa, let's guess. So Alexander, I guess. Meena Alexander is the right answer. Now question number 44. Which of the following is true? Aura Lay is a poem in 9 books. Aura Lay is a collection of sonnets, is a nursery rhyme book, is a seeds, fruits of English poetry, or poem in 9 books. So what will be the answer of 44? It's a poem in 9 books. Now question number 45. The old order chanteth yielding place to new, and God fulfills himself in many ways. Which of the following poems do line? Now can you see the exactness? How can be anyone knowing the exact poem? There's so many poems, and that what makes it difficult for English literature student that to focus on each and everything. If you are focusing on the poem lines, we will miss the themes. If we will not focus on the themes and all that, it becomes difficult. So yeah, that is the difficulty which increases in UGC net, and that's why I sometimes feel to kill UGC net. I don't know who sets the paper. Like literally, you what you want out of a child, you should ask the question which have some relevancy in 21st century and not the factual one. What will be knowing after the dates and the lines of exact thing? You should ask the perspective of it. There are so many questions in UGC net of English literature can be made it, but let it be. In which of the following did play Locke's Ski Hall, Two Voices, Morte d'Arthur, and Ulysses. Is Morte d'Arthur is very important. All the stories are related with him. So many stories are related with him and everything. What happened? It's not live or what? As my connection is lost. I don't know what happened. I hope connection is good. Question number 46. George Eliot's attempt to write, again George Eliot, very important, write to historical novel of the Italian Renaissance was not successful. So you have to also remember which yeah, okay, thank you Venkat. So Renaissance was not successful. So Adam Beatty, Felix Holt, Silas Marner, and Romola. So what was not successful? Yeah, these all three were very successful and we are knowing about it, but Romola was, oh my god, my pen was not that successful. Okay. Question number 47. In which novel does the hero driven by passion and revenge? So hero driven by passion and revenge and add a new dimension to the concept of suffering. Wuthering Heights, George the Obscure, Mill on the Floss, and Hard Times. So it's Wuthering Heights. It's Wuthering Heights. Oh my god, please read Wuthering Heights. See, all the works, very important, very important, very important every time. Very important. It has been asked many times, repeated times. Themes, works, characters, match the following, chronological works, underlying themes of all the works, who has written the characters and the novel, the works and the novelist. So these four are very important. Please do not miss it. Very important, this one is. Okay. Question number 48. From the following women characters in Hardy's novel, choose the odd one out. Bath Sahib Everdeen, Eustace Eve, Elizabeth and Jane, and Lucetta. So women character. Okay. So it's basically asking that Hardy's novel, women character, which one of the following is not a women character in the Hardy's novel? So it is Elizabeth Jane. Okay. Now, second last question of the session. Out of the gospel, Hido word is scout. Old English, these words are the words. See, can you see the spelling of the words? Wordies. Quati. So out of the gospel, he do words Gaudi, and this figure he added torto, that of gold rusty. What shall Aaron do? In the prologue, Parson, again Parson, can you remember Parson? Represented as a man. So it is from the Canterbury Tales. Okay. Who loved money, who criticized the corrupt clergy, who practiced what he preached, who was a poor but a honest clerk. So for this you need to read the story. You need to know each story in the Canterbury Tales. And the answer is it is wrong. He did not love the money. Who criticized the corrupt clergy? Yeah, it is correct. Who practiced what he preached? Yes. Who was a poor but honest clerk? Yes. So 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay. How is your preparation going on, everyone? Are you following? What are you studying? And how are you studying? What are your strategies to read and write and make notes of it? Do you write the whole summary in your copy? How do you make notes? Please write in the comment section and let me know. Okay. Very, very important works, important plays. Okay, and can you see the importance that they are asking the characters from it? Okay, so White Devil, Maid's Tragedy, Every Man in His Humor, and the Spanish Tragedy. Look out for the spelling of tragedy. Tragedy. So all the tragedy means all the bloodsheds, and at the end of the novel or the story, people have to die. So white devil is Vittoria Coronabono. Maid's tragedy will be Aspatia. It's this one. Every Man is Old novel. Everybody know this is very. And the Spanish tragedy is Hieronyma. So it lets me to the C1. Okay, so this is it. And when we analyze this whole one, either there will be a direct question. You can see the direct question. This is what we say direct question. This we say in-depth question. Direct question. Canadian and Australian, you have to focus on Canadian and Australian. Get through once. Take a screenshot of it and revise on the daily basis. Okay, that will be very helpful. It is very important works, authors and books. Okay, so yeah, this is it for today. We are signing off. If you have any doubts or any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. I will be happy to help you in any way I can. And yeah, so yes, this is it. We have just solved June 2014, and this is only 50 questions. And we, in this type of questions, like, we are spending 1 hour 10 minutes to 15 minutes, more or less. So be ready and tighten your belt for solving 100 questions in a row. And yeah, that's it. So yes, I am enjoying it. I don't know about you. I get a very least interaction in my live session because I know the time my audience has the time of like after 6 p.m. So yeah, but even if you are watching it at a recorded session also, no worries. Please, whatever doubt you are having, and please try to solve it in the real timing, and do write at the last, please count it down and write the correct answers of it and how much marks did you get for that, and marks yourself. And then you analyze at what are the things which you have already covered and what are the things which you need to cover it, because and this is the thing now, this is a treasure kind of thing in which you have to pick up which one you have to pick up, because this is the only treasure you are having, and then only you can analyze on the foundation. So yeah, if you have any doubt, if you have any problem, please do let me know. And Western Ghats, if you are watching this live session or recorded session, I did not get your email. I checked both mails of mine, but I did not get any emails of yours. So if you have any doubt, please do let me know in the comment section. I'll happy to help. So yeah, yes, if you like this session, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow for more UGC net content like this. And we are on the daily series that yes, we have to follow PYQ and cover all PYQ since 2012 till 7th January 2025. And yes, we'll be covering it all. So thank you a lot and happy learning. Keep practicing PYQs. And yes, I'm thinking of doing 2 sessions in a day, one for paper 1 and one for paper 2, so that parallelly we'll be able to complete both. Okay, so what are your opinions? And if you want to make want me to make any video on any topic, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for joining me here. Take care. Bye bye.